Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Right, I've got a little project today. What to do? You want to make fabric cover for your journal, but you ain't got a sewing machine and you don't want to sew it by hand, or you're not good at sewing by hand. So we're going to make some fabric paper. So, because we've all got scraps, I've got scraps of fabric and scraps of paper, and yeah, I'm going to use them all up. We'll use a lot up. So I've got my mat and I'm going to cover the whole thing in cling film. But yeah, before me and cling film ain't friends. We are not. It never ever wants to do what I want it to do. So let's see if it'll be my friend today. No, it's already sticking to me. Let's move the glue. So, oh, right. Okay, so I've got my mat completely covered. I'm going to try and tuck it under if I can, so that it won't move. Let's see. Right, yep, I've got the whole thing covered. And so I'm gonna, you can use Mod Podge. I've used Mod Podge in the past. I've done it with that in the past. This is just cheap PVA glue, and I'm going to use this and some water. So I'm just putting in a big dollop there. Oh, right, and that is like, yeah, the cheapest glue I could find. And we just add some water in there and mix them together. Try not to make a mess. So I hope everyone's had a good week and that you're all cool at home. I've had a fantastic week. It's been really lovely. I've had loads and loads of highs, and yeah, it's just been wonderful. So normally I would put, if I was doing a big piece of fabric, I would put the fabric down first, wrong side up, and then start pasting paper on to the fabric. But I want to use lots of little scraps and have like sort of a kind of patchwork thing going on, but without anything, any sewing. So I'm just gonna put some scraps of paper down first. Actually, I'll glue it a bit because it will peel off of the cling film, and if I just put a bit of glue on, it will stop it from moving around so much. So just wanna get this covered with as much paper so that we've got a base. And as you can see, this is just all my old scraps and offcuts. I don't know why I don't throw them away, but I always think, oh, that could come in handy, or I might want that. And so then, yeah, it starts to sort of fill up. So once this gets full, I will not let it overflow into another container. Oh, look, see, the cling film's going where it wants. So yeah, once it starts getting to nearly at the top, that's when I start thinking there's got to be a project I can use it on, because I don't want it to overflow and go into another one, because then it's never ending, isn't it? Your bin has to keep getting bigger and bigger that you're keeping it in, and you start getting snowed under with just scraps, and that's not good. I think clutter, if there's too much clutter, it's sort of not the right environment to be creative. Well, that's what it's like for me. If it starts getting building up, then I feel like it starts to get on top of me and I don't like it. So this is a good way to use up your scraps of paper and your scraps of fabric all in one go. So we've got a base down here. I might do a little bit more. A few big pieces going in different directions just to give it some stability, and then we can start laying on our fabric. So a piece here, and as you can see, I've just got all different types of paper. I just thought I'll use whatever comes out first. I'm not picking anything for the colours or the textures, just whatever I lay my hands on first to get a good base down, which I think we've got. Right. Okay, so there's my paper base. You can go a lot thicker with a lot more layers, but I'm not sure. I think that's about right. Okay, so I just did put a couple extra bits on, this bit here, here, here. I think that was it. But yeah, because I just wanted so there's not any holes, and I can't see any holes. So we'll just go from there. So I'm going to start building up my collage. So I'm going to put these down the right way up so that I can see where I'm going with this. And I've got lots of lovely fabrics apart from this sari here. Everything else is from Beacon Sari, which is why this is my design team project this time, because I thought it just goes to show you how to use all the little bits and that, you know. If you buy a pack and you've got all like lots of small pieces, and there are loads of ways you can use them in your journals and on your embellishments and that. I did quite a few embellishments last time, but if you haven't got a sewing machine, sometimes that would put you off like of buying fabric to use in the journal because you've got no sewing machine. But I'm just showing that you don't need a sewing machine. You can just use glue and paper and you can get a really lovely strong cover for your journal, or you could use it as a page within the journal. But I think it's a really good cover because the inside looks interesting as well, with the patchwork of papers and then all the fabrics on the outside. So where was we? Here. Let's go there. And yeah, this might end up with a bit of a sheen because it's just watered down PVA glue, whereas the Mod Podge I would have used is matte. Hang on, I'll just hoover these bits off. There's my little cat. Right, that's better. I'll put that big one there. But yeah, oops. With the watered down PVA, because it's watered down, you might not get like a sheen, but it still looks really nice, you know. So you haven't got to go and buy the expensive Mod Podge, because Mod Podge is expensive compared to PVA glue and water, which is free. So yeah, I'm just showing that you don't need to spend a lot of money on your supplies to make something really lovely. and you don't need a sewing machine to be able to mess around with fabrics, which I think is important, you know, because sometimes you see like fabrics in people's journals, and I know for ages I didn't have a sewing machine, and you sort of think, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, but then you get inventive, and you can, there's nothing to stop you doing anything, and you can end up with a really nice finished product. Right, let's have a look. It's a little bit big. I'm going to cut this. Just cut that like that. And that one can go there. So yeah, I've had a wonderful week. I won a giveaway, didn't I, last weekend? Ruby at Little Books did a giveaway, and I won that. Well, I won one of the prizes, and oh wow, it was just fabulous. And then I got some gorgeous happy mail, first from my friend Amy and then from my friend Denise. And so yeah, I've had a very exciting week where I've done a lot of screeching. But yeah, it's been lovely. It really did cheer me up and gave me the little boost I needed after having the week before feeling really sort of hurting and stressed, tired, and yeah, just low with being not well and that, you know. So this has been the perfect week to follow that, because yeah, now I feel fabulous. Yeah, that can go there. I might need a little bit more glue, but no, I think I've probably got enough. And then what we'll do, let's see, oh yeah, I've got a lovely little gap down here. Let's move those scissors. I'll cut a bit of this off. I don't need the whole bit. That can go there. I hope I'm still in frame. Right. And I've got a hole there. So, oh, I've just seen a piece I want go down on the floor. Right. That can go there. Got quite a few strands, but they will pick off afterwards, even once the glue's dried, so that's nothing to worry about. I need a bit there. And a little tiny pieces. You see now I'm just filling in the little tiny pieces, bits and bobs, where I can see the paper. So there. I need a bit over here where that's caught up a bit. Another piece of that. Oh, I nearly dipped my paintbrush in the candle instead of in the glue. Oh, ways to set yourself on fire with the Cockney crafter. But yeah, do not do that. That's not what we was doing. No setting yourself on fire on my watch. No. Let's just that there. I nearly done it again. Did you see that? I keep being drawn towards the candle. I might have to blow it out. Right. I can't see any gap. Oh, yes I can. Right. Let's grab a little bit. A little bit there. Right, now I don't think I can see any gaps because that is going to be my square. So, unless, is that paper? Or is, yeah, I think it is. So, what do we want there? We could have another little piece of this. Oh, right. We could have that. We don't need it all that long. And that is that. And so, now I've got my patchwork, I'm going to leave this to dry overnight. And with the magic of camera, I will be right back. Ta-da! Right, so this is dried overnight, but yeah, I'm back within seconds. So what we've got is a really strong paper and fabric. The paper strengthens the fabric and the fabric strengthens the paper. When you wheel it about, you'll probably, due to the PVA, have one or two lifted pieces. So I'm going in now with a stronger glue, fabric glue. I'm using Beacon 3-in-1. You can use Scrap Perfect, you can use tacky glue, I think a lot of people use. Yeah, PVA might do it, you know, but I just want these to be a little bit stronger. There's only one or two places that I've got to glue down. And that little flap there. And then, yeah, you can decide what you want to do. I did some smaller pieces as well as these, so I'll quickly show you. I did this big bit, and then I've done a few smaller pieces that I just might use, just bits of trim, bits that I might use as a pocket or something. I've got one, and I needed a pocket for this in the journal I'm working on at the moment, this lovely hair slide. And so I thought paper, with these prongs being quite sharp, might rip over time, you know. And so if it was just a fabric pocket, they might catch it and that, and so they both strengthen each other, and that will be a lovely little pocket sitting on the page. And it's super strong because it's fabric backed with paper. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the smaller pieces. I've now got some little trims. Now I don't need a book this big, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it in half, and I'll probably use half for a book cover, and then like the rest probably for, I don't know, making, what do you call them, like pockets and things like that, pockets, tags and that. Right, so if I have the straight edges being the bottom, this is a little bit wonky. We'll just cut some off. That's a bit better, and I'm probably going to cut it about here. So, and now, like these scissors that are my paper scissors that I never use on fabric, and they won't cut fabric normally, they're brilliant because it's paper now, or paper fabric. So just that loosens that bit. And so now what I've got is this, and this is the inside, and I think that's quite cool. There's a little lift there, but I'm not going to worry about that because now I'm just going to decorate it with some bits of trim. And you can see we've got a cover that we can use, which is going to be really strong, and I think looks really cool. So I like a bit of that. Let's get my fabric scissors for these pieces. And yeah, I'm just going to decorate what I've done, and we've used no cotton or anything, no stitching at all, and we've got a fabric cover, which I think is pretty cool, because it just goes to show you don't need a sewing machine or to have to sit there and hand stitch if you haven't got a machine for hours, you know, because making sort of like a patchwork kind of thing, hand stitching, God, I think it'd take forever, wouldn't it? So yeah, for me that'd definitely be a no-go. Yeah, no, I haven't got the patience to sit and hand stitch, and I'm not a good enough stitcher, sewer, whatever you call it. I'm not good enough to be able to sit and do that hand stitching. But with a bit of glue, a bit of fabric and a bit of imagination, you can do anything. You really, there's really no limits to what you can do with just your scraps, you know. So, oh, I'm just rubbing the glue off of my hands, so say that's going to be like that. Obviously it needs to, I've got some edges that need straightening up, like that. And so that bit there needs a little bit of glue, just a tiny bit, because yeah, like I said, you will get a couple of bits that lift, you know, but then it's all in place, it's all done for you now, and it's quite strong, and so it's strong enough to support signatures that might be sewn in or anything like that. That looks cool because that goes the whole length. I like that, that's cool. And so yeah, I just thought I'd show you that you can just get some really good effects and you ain't been nowhere near a sewing machine. Because I know, like, I do like sewing with my journals, you know, either making covers or sewing on the pages and that, but if you haven't got that, I know that some people think, oh, I won't have a go because I haven't got a sewing machine, I can't really do what I want to do, and yeah, that might put them off. But as I've shown here, you do not need one. I think I'll cut that bit there, and yeah, I'm just putting on some little pieces that I add, because I just think I can put them on after with this stronger glue, and yeah, it just zhuzhes it up a bit, don't it? Right, I'll have that bit there. Just gently. That's sticking to my hand and not the book, or the cover rather. Right. I like that. I do love this ribbon. I've got quite a bit of these in a few different colours. See, that looks lovely, don't it? Don't really need a lot more. I'm just doing this because just to show that you don't have to stop there once you've got your cover. Oh, this bit's already cut. I'll use this bit somewhere. Here maybe? We'll go down there. But yeah, so just a little quick one it was this time. Well, I think it's rather quick. I can't remember how long I took yesterday doing the first bit. But yeah, the longest bit is letting it dry overnight, you know. And the same goes for like the paper as with the cotton, with the fabric. You will get the odd bit that has lifted up in the drying process. but that's no drama, because you've got glue, you can fix it, you know. And look, like this green bit seems like it wants to run away, so just redo it, tuck it back down, and then yeah, we've got a nice sturdy cover for a little journal. And yeah, we've used loads of different fabrics. So I hope you thought that was as cool as I did. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I don't think it needs any more for the minute. And the beauty of it is, you know, you can go back as many times as you want and add stuff. But yeah, that's our little cover. That's the inside. I'll just glue this pink bit. I think I did glue that already, but I wasn't patient, was I? I didn't sit still a minute and hold it. I don't have a lot. What? I've got patience when I need it. I've got patience with my grandchildren and with people in general, really. I'm not very good at queuing and stuff like that, waiting. I'm a bit impatient in that way. I want everything to have happened now. But yeah, I've got patience when I need it at the right times, which is with the kids and that. So yeah, I hope you like this little design team project for Beach and Sari. As you can see, she's got some fabulous fabrics, and I've got these bits, and yeah, there's this bit, and yeah, it's all from Beach and Sari. It's all beautiful, and you don't need a sewing machine to do what you want, okay? So just do it. Just do it. Let me know how you get on. Alright, thanks for watching. Love you lots, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.